This is interesting. So I'm doing my glasses fitting thing on my computer. And so check this out. So they have you take your card and put it up to your face and then look into the camera, and then you have to measure, you have to like line up the magnetic strip on your card and then move these around to measure where your eyes, where your pupils are. Isn't this so weird? I don't really understand what the magnetic strip thing is, but they show a guy there and then tells you, yeah, so I'm doing that right now. It's super weird, right? See, I'm not making this up. So I went to the game store over by my house and look what I got. It's a USB SNES controller. Now in the past I had a USB to SNES adapter, so I could actually use real SNES controllers to do emulators, ROMs on my computer. And then just recently I got rid of it. I don't know if I mentioned that, but anyway, I got rid of those. And I got rid of like all my old games and stuff. And just with the idea that, oh, I can just play all those old ones on emulators, so I don't really want them taking up all that space and whatever. And I don't know, I don't really get like really nostalgic over stuff like that because I'm like, well, I can just do it on my computer, so whatever. So I was gonna go and get one of those adapters, but then I went to that game store, and this actually has like really good tactical feedback. It feels really solid. So unless the electronics are crappy, it should be fine. And I think that it should be fine for my Mac. And yeah, so I'm gonna do something with that. That will be posted on Thursday, so check out for that. So when you get one of these USB controllers, you have to configure it. So you have to basically tell it what buttons you want it to correspond to. So it's basically kind of tedious. You have to hit set, and then you have to go to the controller and hit the left button, and then that configures the right as well. Go back here, click set, do the down button. So I'll do all this. Oh, and then since I'm playing Nintendo games, old Nintendo games, I want to set the A to be the Y, and I want to set B to be B. It just works out better because this is like where your fingers naturally go. If you did A and B, it would be really awkward. You would be jumping with a button back here instead of a button over here. So hopefully this is fine. When my brother and I were in high school, we discovered emulators on our Macs, actually on our PCs. And we would basically, an emulator is like you can emulate old systems on your computer, like the first Nintendo system or Genesis or Super Nintendo. And you can even do some of the newer systems, but we weren't really interested in that because for us, we grew up on the original regular Nintendo, which is called the NES. I always call it the regular Nintendo, but it's the NES. We grew up on that, but of course, you know, as kids, we don't have every game under the sun to choose from. But with emulators, we could play everything. So we actually spent lots of time tediously downloading these ROMs. ROMs are the games from all sorts of websites. Before you could torrent and all that kind of stuff like you can do today, you would have to try to like scour all sorts of different websites with like message boards and crap. And so we would find all of these ROMs and then categorize them into like the top ones, like what we consider the top games. And so I still have those files. I have them on this hard drive here, and so now I can just play them whenever. So if all is right with this controller, I should be fine. I found the old file here, and you can see we were really nerdy about it because we gave them old icons. This is like that weird coaxial thing that you would plug into old TVs. And then we gave them all their different icons for the different kinds of games that they were. These are just folders, but then you go inside of it and like A through L, M through Z, top NES games. So usually I would just go here. And these are all my favorite NES games. And I want to play Wrecking Crew. So I think this is probably fine. We'll see if the controller works. Oh, the controller works. Nice. Off to a good start. Hot glue. It's like my new favorite kind of cheating way of making things. talking to my friend Amanda on Google Hangout. Hey, Amanda.
Hi.
She's redesigning the pillows. I got a comment from Sam Doherty. Do you work every day, Roberto? It seems like it.
If you want this, if you want bling bling, if you want to buy the jets, if you want to do shit, work. That's how you get it.
There's your answer, man.